Tapping in. I wanted to record this. I'm in a Nvidia 110 call, April 11th. It is 10 a.m. and I am in this call right here. Now, I'm going to break down what I did, why I'm in this call. I got in calls off the hold of this 200 here earlier. Little late. Saw it coming back down, so I cut that trade for barely green. Watched it. I wanted to see it retest this 200 up here on my 5-minute chart. So I started getting position. Where did I get in? Let me see what time I got in. And this is 0-day trade. This is a technical trade, and I have got to test myself here. To my strategy, and I have to hold myself to my stop loss on these, and that's why I wanted to record this. So my stop loss as of this moment is basically low of day, but I'm trailing it as this thing moves. Now I may have to cut this trade. This may be a losing trade, but we are in a position one bull picture on the 2-minute and the 5-minute, and you can call it the hourly. And we're holding the 20 SMA on the hourly. We're holding the 200 SMA on the 5-minute. And we're holding right now, trying to hold the 200 on the 2-minute. All of these things are very bullish for this trade. So that's why I'm willing to take 0 days on this trade. That's the only reason. The original trade that I was in earlier was for next week expiration. Simply for safety protection. And I expect a lot of going on right here, but I'm keeping a tight, I'm keeping this thing pretty tight because I don't want to give up too much. But for the opportunity for this thing to explode, I'm willing to bet what I got on the table right now, at least to low a day. So as I was saying, I got in this trade at I bought 2 contracts at 924. So that was right here on this green candle when I got my color takeover here off of that bottom wick. I got 2 contracts here. And then I added another one at 952 right here off of this bounce off of the 200. This test of the 200. So, original entry here, add here for the test of the 200, and now this is what we're working with. And to be quite honest, here's my stop loss. It's low a day. It's defined. It's defined right there. And the only reason that I'm holding this trade is because we haven't hit the low yet, and we're still kind of consolidating around this 200. You see, we got a lot of volume on this previous candle, but it didn't really go anywhere. So that means there's a serious fight right now going on between buyers and sellers. And based on my system that I've adopted, this position one bull picture, I'm willing to hold through this because if we come out of this trade is going to be massive. So that's what I'm doing. and I'll update as this thing goes on. I'm really waiting on SPY too. I'm watching SPY because I need to see if SPY over here on the top right is going to hold this area right here. This is a bear picture, but it's holding our pre-market levels and the previous closing day, end of day action. So with all this volume and it not really going anywhere, it's just tough. So we gotta we have to show some patience here and just see what the market wants to do today. I don't like that Meta gave that 20 up after coming out lower. But even Meta though is down, it's only slightly down and it's holding pre-market levels. So, it's like this it looks bearish, but on the low, this is really kind of bullish to me. So I got to show some patience. Just see what happens. Getting a good response here off of the 200 though on this Nvidia 5-minute chart. We love that. And this is kind of what I'm talking about. Like we got to really see who wants to win this fight today. If it's going to be bulls or it's going to be bears. And me personally, I'm a Michael Jordan fan today. If you catch my reference. Come on now. Get your coffee now. Keep you on your toes over here while we try to make this money. Sipping mine. And that's what we do right now. We just sip coffee. We just sip coffee. That's all we doing right now. We have to be patient and just let the market do what the market's going to do. The market is never wrong. Only we're wrong. We're wrong in how we trade. Okay? It's not the market. The market is going to do what the market is going to do. These stocks and these tickers and these prices are going to do what they want to do. It's our responsibility as traders to just be on the right side of whatever the market wants to do. And sometimes the market doesn't reveal what it wants to do so easily. So you have to show patience. Hence where we are right now. All right, let's get it. So I'm playing with my stop loss here. I moved it up just to see if we're going to hold this level right here at the bottom of these wicks. Just to see if we're going to hold the bottom of these wicks right here. And here's the truth of the matter. The longer this takes to break out, the less likely it is for it to happen. One thing about buyers, they don't like waiting. They like action right now. So do sellers, but long, slow waits for it to break out to the upside, buyers get exhausted a lot more quickly than sellers do, especially on Fridays, zero expiration. That's the key in this trade. It needs to go because we are on a very limited time basis. At 3 o'clock today Central Time, these contracts are no longer valid. They're no good. They expire. So if the price of Nvidia for me doesn't get above 110, even if it closes where it's at right now, these contracts become worthless. So they will finish with zero value or not very much. Which is why we have to be really disciplined in our stops, hence my lower day stop loss. So I have a really tight stop, but it's for a play because it's 110. If we can actually reclaim 110, it's liable to go to 112, 113 today. But if it doesn't happen soon, it's probably the chances of that happening become less and less. And I may get stopped out here. So let's see. Still a fight. Still a fight. The volume's not increasing. On my 2-minute chart, the volume is not increasing as the price drops. This is actually the lowest volume, one of the lowest volume candles of the day. As it's dropping, which again is bullish. We just don't have time on our side. So I may get stopped out here. Sitting about 40% down on my contracts right now. But these are lottery contracts, and this is not how I normally would trade. I would have been out of this trade, but it's a lottery trade. It's Friday, and I don't have anything else going on, and I'm just testing these levels with not very much size. So I'm willing to hold it out, just see what happens. Basically, what I'm saying. That coffee working, y'all. All right, I'll check back. All right, so we are still fighting. Still fighting. Still fighting. Come up a little bit. So right now, at this moment, we are sitting about 35%, 34% down right now. So up a little bit, but still got work to do. Man, test of patience. This whole week has been a test of patience as a trader, understanding price levels and having patience is how I've made money this week. And I've left thousands on the table this week, which is uh, a whole nother story. But we don't live in the past. We live in the present and the future. All right, getting some weakness here. We are still valid. We are still valid, but it's not looking good. Still valid, but not looking good. Okay, we're getting a response here. We're looking at our 5-minute chart. Excuse me. Brother got a burp sometimes. You know what I'm saying? Brother got a burp. Brother got a burp. We are holding the 200 SMA, like I was talking about on the 5-minute chart. This is big. This is big. We're still in our bull picture. 20 SMA. 20 SMA. My orange slash line is above my 200, which is my blue. This is a bull picture, and we are trying to break out from our high of the end of day yesterday, which will almost certainly help us get back to 110, which is first target. So let's see what happens. I'll check back. Okay, got some action here. Here's what I'm looking for. We have two inflection points that I'm looking at. On my 2-minute chart, we're trying to break the 200 and the 20 SMA to the upside. We're struggling to do that right now. So that's inflection point number one. We need to get above here. So I'll set an alert right there to see if we can break that point. See how it set that wick? We're struggling to get over that. This is market manipulation, what's going on at its finest. They are holding and searching for liquidity and not really letting price go either way. So people are buying contracts and nobody's really making money but the market makers off of their spreads. So they just chop the price around, you know, just let people sit around and let theta decay burn the contracts up to where they become invaluable for buyers or sellers. So it doesn't surprise me what's going on. It's just kind of what they do on Fridays, which is why I really don't trade on Fridays. They fucking suck. Um, just comes with the territory. That's why you have to stay disciplined to your levels and just see if you can get a little bit. Take your gains when you can, and manage your losses. For me, this is a nothing trade, so I'm willing to lose 60% of what I put in on this trade just to see if it's going to work or not. If I happen to get green, even a little green, then I'll be smart about how I trim. That's how we do it. All right, and we are back. And the alert that I set for the 200 break right here on the 2 minute just went off. So even though it just dumped, it just worked its way right back here, and now we're right back in the same place we were 10 minutes ago. Still looks good on a 5 minute. We need to break this zone right here, which is where this is the next level to get past. So our next inflection point is right there. And we are sitting back just playing the good old waiting game. I am going to adjust this stop right here to these wicks at the bottom, since we seems like we keep holding this zone. So that's now you can call it the new stop, but with this price action, it may come back and retest it again because we already have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 tests of this same price level. This 108. So it just keeps bouncing off of 108 right here, but won't break out. So let's see what happens. See, coming right back on down. This is crazy, bro. This is Friday shit. This is Friday price action. Everybody's thinking about the weekend. They ain't really paying attention. The only people really trading are just retail. You and I. Big moves this week have been happening around lunchtime, very strangely. So who knows? Maybe they want to go to lunch early today, and we'll get a move here, and we can take profit and go enjoy our Friday. Let's see. I'll check back. Yo, yo, yo. We back, baby. Look like we trying to break out here. But as you can tell from my voice, I'm not very enthused because I don't believe it. I believe it when I see it. And right now, they ain't showing a whole lot. But still looks good. It's working in our favor. Held to 200 on the 5 minute. Looks like we're trying very sluggishly to. Nope, never mind. Can't get away from the 200 on the 2 minute chart for some reason. So we're just stuck. And I'm gonna make this alert. Let's see here. I'm gonna put it right here, kind of that structure low, that neckline of this peak. Let's put it right at this neckline of this peak here. Because if we can break this, now we have a chance to structurally build higher. But this tipping back and forth, right now we're just in a range from 109 to 108. And we can't get over 109. So I'll set this alert a little bit higher to make sure it's clearly broken 109 before I check back. Yeah, boys. Sip coffee. Sit on your hands. Don't do nothing. Just let the market do what it does. Okay. So the alert went off. So we've tested the neckline here of this right here at this 109.50 area. See if we get some continuation. Finally separated from the 200 to the upside. Doesn't mean we'll hold, because likely how it's acting today is probably going to come back, retest it, and then decide if it's going to go from there or fade. So what I am going to do is adjust my stop right here. So this is how you manage trades. If you do this properly, this is how you prevent the market from absolutely wiping you out. You could be in a position that's going the right way, but you always want to make sure that you're protecting yourself, especially on 0-day contracts. I can't stress that enough. I've been burned so many times messing around on Fridays with this same kind of price action, but even worse because I was buying at the wrong times. So it's just bad. You really have to pay attention. You got to be a pro to trade 0 day contracts. That's point blank what it is. You got to be very, very skilled. Here's the only thing that's stopping us from breaking out. I'm looking at this. Is SPY rejecting off of the 200 on the 5 minute chart. That's not good. We need SPY to break out too before Nvidia, because as SPY goes, Nvidia will go. Same as Meta, same as Apple. They all tend to work in the same direction. They may not move like at the same price points together, but if SPY is green, normally Nvidia, Meta, Apple are green on that day as well. Vice versa if they're red. So when I see SPY, if it does decide to break out from this 200, I guarantee you we'll be up on this trade. Look, it's trying. It's trying. It's no bad news, you know. It's just a matter of participation, I think, at this point. Checking back. Here we go. Next level to take out is this 109.75. 109.75 at or above that. You know what it is. Be patient. Sit back, sip coffee, chill. We got our stop loss. Just look at charts, watch the candles. Make sure we don't get blindsided. So we held our 200, came back, retested, bounced from there. Next point is this high right here, this peak, to go test that. See what we're going to do there. We also have some slight separation up here on my top right window. We have some separation from the 200 on the SPY, which is good. Finally, let's see if we can go retest these. So I'm going to set alert here on SPY, and I already have my alert set on my Nvidia play at 109.75 to retest that level. So it's looking good. So I was once down 40%, as I said, on this trade, and right now I am just 5% down. So we've made our way all the way back to basically break even with more contracts with the ad that I got. So if we get to that 110 level, I'm just going to increase my profits by that much more with that one contract. Let's see what happens. And I think we can get a move here pretty soon to the upside. Apple, I had an alert set at 196. It just cracked that. So it's having a pretty good day, actually. Apple's doing well. Just waiting on SPY. Tesla being down. Is it down? Yeah, Tesla's down is kind of what's holding SPY down. Along with, let's see what Meta's doing. Meta not really doing anything. That's what's holding SPY. Nvidia is not really separating, so Apple's kind of the outlier today. Yeah, shout out to Apple. What I say? I said we could get a move here. Look at it, trying to do something. It's bringing us, we're break even on this trade right now. Lot of patience. It took a lot of patience to sit through all of that to get back to this point. So I think we deserve a little bit of payout. What do y'all think? Yeah, if we crack this 110, it's gonna get popping. SPY starting to separate, getting bullish. This is good. SPY can get above this 528, 529. All systems go. And I'm quickly up right around 8%. Yep, 10%. This target here, this first target is where I'm going to be looking to take my first trim in between this 110, 169 as it goes to test this high here, high day, if we get it. If we get it. Just let it work, let it work. Still sitting on our hands, not doing nothing but watching, letting the market be right. All right. So that's a big wick candle right there. Across the board on Nvidia, SPY, and Apple. Apple's approaching this supply zone. Nvidia still challenged to get over 110. That's the level that we're trying to break, is this 110 level. It's a big level. Still working though. Still working out. Just let it do what it do. As you can see, and I adjusted my stop loss here now to 109. 109 is going to be my new stop loss. When we break 110, I'll move it to this one. Actually, I'll probably move it to break even. Actually, that's definitely what I'm doing. I'll probably just put it at break even and just make it real tight. See what happens. Just a slow, methodical grind going on here. Got to the 110 again. Reject, but now we're testing the 20 SMA on our 2-minute chart. It's still bullish, definitely. So we're just holding. It's just a slow grind, and these contracts should have moved way more than they have. But just from this point to here, 60 cents, I went from up 10% to down 23 and 60 cents. That's how volatile 0-day contracts are, and that's why you cannot play with these things. They're not really rewarding calls. They're really rewarding puts right now, but it's just a slow grind to the upside. So you can see why in that scenario nobody really makes any money. The price is moving up, but the contracts aren't moving with the price, and puts aren't really getting any action because we're in a slow grind up. So tough conditions. If I get back positive, I'm definitely going to trim because now I'm burning mental capital. Nothing's really breaking out. Nothing's happening. Now, I don't want to sit in this all day because they're going to get less and less valuable the closer we get to the close. So if we can't break 110, here by lunchtime, then I got to look to cut the trade for what it is. So we'll see what happens. Yeah, this is that bull. This is that bullshit I'm talking about. Mental capital's getting burned up. And we're going to pull back, which is going to force me to sit in this trade. It's going to force me to sit in this trade for another hour to see if it's going to go retest this. And here, check this out. So when the price was down here, I was down 40%. Y'all remember me saying that? Right here, I was down 40% on these contracts. I'm currently down 40% on these contracts. 31%. Look at that. So the price is higher and the contracts are lower in value. This is what I'm talking about with theta decay on these 0 days. This is so ass backwards. And if you don't understand this as a beginning trader, you will get toasted. You will lose a lot of money trading 0 days. So my advice is don't do it unless you really have a system and you have some skill, because this is bullshit. For me to be down the same amount with the price is $1.50 higher is bullshit. But that's Friday trading. So again, I told y'all I was willing to lose a lot on it, or really 60%. So I'm not tripping. It's a lottery trade either way. I'm really just testing technicals right now to see what this is going to do technically today. So technically, we should get back to 110.50 today just to test it. So let's see what happens. I keep saying that shit, but we just gotta be. We're now in this trade. Just so viewers are aware of this, we are now in this trade for 2.5 hours. Bullshit. This is not ideal trading, and I hate being in trades this long because it's just stupid. The longer you're in trades like this, odds are not in your favor. So that's how I feel about it. Back to the trade. And we back. SPY just broke that level that I set. So it's now testing the previous day closing high right here at this 129.50 area. We'll see what we get there. Nvidia is responding the same way. Apple is responding, still holding that 196. Next stop for Nvidia is fucking 110. I mean, we're right here. We just gotta break it. Just gotta break that 110 level. And oh, we thought about it. Let's see. It's now or never. It's now or never. Or I should say it's now or not today. Which still may not even be true. It could drop all the way back down to 108, then go bust through 110. But I'd like to see it right now. We waited 2.5 hours for this. 110, there it is. Let's see what we get. If it's convincing or if it rejects. SPY accelerating. Decent volume on these candles. 110's big. Right back under it. That's why I put this alert at 110.34, because if we crack 110.34, then that's a convincing break of 110. 10 cents, 15 cents, 20 cents, that's not really a convincing break. It's got to break 20 cents above 110 and hold it on this candle. That's a convincing break. But status update on the actual contracts. We are currently up 16%. And I will be trimming when this alert goes off. That it's going to be over 20% for sure. Might be like 25. I'll take my first trim. Actually, I'm going to set this to trim at 1.2, which you'll see on the chart here pop up. That's where I want to trim. And since we waited so long for this and it's 0 days, this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to put another sell order right underneath that one. Just to take some risk. I got to take some risk off, and I'll have my one runner left to see what that one will do. But we're getting it. So I might hold on 1 second. I might hold off on this because I may be able to capitalize on a little bit more on my second trim if I'm a little bit patient here. Just like I said, this 110 is big, so we could go all the way to 112, 113 today if this really gets going. Look at that. What a beautiful hold. What patience, guys. This is This is quality right here. That's why I wanted to record this, because I was like, if this works out, this is gonna be great content, a great video to learn from for patience, especially trading 0 days. Let's see, we're getting ticky here, but I like it. I think we're gonna get this trim off. Um, right now we're currently at 30%. I really want this 1.2, so I'm going to hold on. Let me make sure I don't have any other orders out before I do this. I'm gonna make sure I'm doing this clean. All right, so I don't. I'm gonna put one more out at 1.3 because this one's about to sell 40% right now. There we go. First trim, just got that first trim. 40%, 41%. Second trim will be right here at 110.69, which is high of day. And then we're gonna hold our last contract runner just for the day and see what it does. And I will also be moving my stop to 109.75. That is my official hard stop on the remaining contracts that I have. Let's get this trim off, man. Let's get this 1.3. Fucking beautiful. Beautiful. Come on. There it is. 54%. Got that second contract off. This is a great freaking trade. What a trade, guys. What a trade. Level to level, man. I'm telling you, when you start learning levels and you learning technicals, it is, I cannot stress, you can print money in the market. I have not left my house today. I'm working as I'm doing this trade. It's crazy. 60% now. And we're at top, so I definitely will be taking this 60%. I'll put it at 1 point. I'll see if I can get like 1.35. What are we at right now? 1.3. Now, you know what? I said I was going to hold, right? Didn't I say I was going to hold? I said I was going to hold. I said I was going to hold, didn't I? I'm going to hold. I'm going to hold. We can make our stop loss right here, the bottom of this candle. That's our hard stop. And now we can just let it do what it's going to do. We might be able to get to 100% on this trade. Oh, beautiful. Beautiful. All of our risk is off of the table. There's no way we can take a red trade on this because our stop loss is above our strike price, above 110. So we are sitting really nice right now, just letting it work. Just letting it work. Beautiful trade. Beautiful trade. I hope you guys learned something off of this. For the people that are new, and of course, when I edit this, I'm going to put the like and subscribe thing on there. Our Discord, guys, this is where you can learn everything that I broke down today. I just did a step-by-step live market trade, and you guys heard everything that I did, how I'm doing it, why I'm doing it. I'm giving this out for free, y'all. Like, do you realize that people are paying tens of thousands of dollars to learn this system that I'm giving to you guys for free? I'm teaching people how to make money out of the market and manage risk, and I'm showing you how I'm doing it. The same thing the gurus are doing, but they're charging a lot of money to teach you all these basic steps about levels, 20 SMA, 200 SMA, break and retest, holds, all this sort of stuff, trailing stops. This is a full course that I just did in this one trade. I just hope y'all understand the value of that. And I'm doing this because I know it's going to pay off big, not only for me, but for everybody in the group, everybody that I talk to about this, everybody that I'm able to touch and reach. This is beautiful, man. This is awesome. This is awesome. This is life changing. This is a life changing skill set. All right, I'm off my soap. Back to the trade. We're going to let it work. Oh, and per the system, if this breaks this candle, if we get a candle that closes below this, all momentum's gone for this trade. We've got to sell it. That's why this is our hard stop now. That'll secure us a green trade. We're not going to mess around with this. If momentum is still there, it's going to hold, and it's going to hold this candle low and continue higher before it retraces. But I'm looking for a color takeover. So when one of these selling candles closes below the low of this green candle right here, like it's trying to do now, not test it, it has to close below it. So unless we get a close below that level, I'm going to stay in this trade. And that'll guarantee us about 30% on this runner, which is perfectly fine. Actually, you know what? I may adjust this to 110. I'm going to put it at 110 because 110 is our stop. So I'll put it at 110.15 for my alert, so that way I have time to get out of it before it actually drops below 110 if it gets there. Hard stop. Currently up, approaching 60% again on this runner. Holy shit. I just saw. Do you guys see this? Look over here on my top right window. Look at this wick off a SPY. Oh my God. That is huge for bulls. That is so big. And look, it tested the 200. I don't. This had to have been a. That had to have been a misprint. There's no way it went all the way down there and retraced that quick. That had to have been a misprint. But that's crazy. That's scary as hell. That's huge for the Bulls. And look, Nvidia breaking out. We're currently 75%, 80%. What a trade. What a trade. God, I'm so thankful I got this on film, man. People can see how this is done, how the sausage is made like this. This is so good. So good. We let it run. We let it run. We actually adjust our stop right here to that bottom of that wick that it just created right under 110.50. Like I said, this thing could go to 112, 113 today once we break this 110, and that's what I'm holding for. I'm holding for this 112. I want to see it go to 112. I've been cutting myself short all week on levels that I've called to still profitable, still taking winning trades, but I've lost easily $3,000 this week on run ups that I just wasn't a part of. So unpredictable, so you can't really harp on it, but it's just kind of frustrating. So in this case, since I have zero risk on the table and I'm already up 75, I'll just let it run. Nothing lost. And y'all see we did not get a close below the low of this green candle yet. It came down and then went right back up and then got another green candle. But we're starting to see top wicks. This is what I'm looking for. So the momentum should at least bring us back down um, at some point. We're getting to a little bit of a dual space scenario off of I would call this the second leg of this run. So we just we just need to just pay attention to what the candles are telling us. That's all. Just be smart about how we manage our win. So we've given up about 20%. We're at 60% right now. All right, watching closely here because it looks like we've got some weakness, two top wicks. We've got a possible candle that's going to close below a green. So if we do get that close below this green right here, then I will be cutting this trade. Right now we're up about 57%. Just trying to let it work. Just showing some patience in a winning trade. Trying to maximize it. All right, watching here. Man, I get it. We're down to 45%. How much time we got? Oh, we're about to get a new candle. Yep. If we don't build here, I'm out. Nope, I'm out. I'm getting out. Last runner. Selling my last. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Make sure I do this right. 25. Gotta be steady Eddie here. Watching closely. We're still building on SPY and Apple while all this is going on. So if we get another, oh man. See why you have to show patience? You have to understand what the candles are telling you. We got to close below, but I'm watching because we're still holding the lows right here of these candles. We're still holding it. And then we just built off of it. But I'm also looking at Apple and I'm looking at SPY and I'm seeing what they're doing. They're still bullish. So could this be the end? It looks like we're basing right here. So we had a rally and we're basing and we're trying to get a rally. See if we're going to continue the rally or if we're going to rally base drop. I will not be a part of this drop because my stop loss is right here. And I may move it if this closes above this candle here. If we get a close above, then I'm going to move my stop to the lows right here, this wick. Oh, look at that. Hard reject. All right. I'm watching. Getting some red on SPY. It did not close above. I'm out, ladies and gentlemen. That's a clear sign to get out. Momentum is gone. Take your gains. What a great trade. Glad I caught that. Oh, man. It may continue. If it does, I'm not tripping because remember, we're in 0 days, so we are not playing around. We're not sticking around trying to hold the bag. Okay, that's how you get caught up and you get screwed over. So take the trade, be happy with it. We got up to 60%. Sold our last runner at 45. We're not mad. We're going into the weekend happy as hell. Technical trading, solid execution, great patience. Man, love it, man. Hope y'all learned something. Tap in. It's your boy, Train the Trader. I'll holler at y'all later. Peace, man. Be safe over the weekend.